Welcome to our video about using Relay, which is our texting program. We're going to go over today how to join Relay so that you can start taking shifts to text. First, I want to go over some key points. We use a program called Relay to text either to invite supporters to volunteer-led events or to conduct voter ID campaigns through a publicly available list of voters. If you signed up for a shift, texts are assigned around 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Central Time. You should check your account on Relay during that period. Also, check the texting channel on Slack to see when assignments are now live. Do not ping the volunteer manager if your assignment has not been assigned until after the texting channel, quote, "Texts are live" update has been posted. Finally, to get started, if you have not signed up for Relay, you will need to go to act.betofortexas.com/go/join-relay to open your account. If you already have, all you have to do is go to betofortexas.relaytxt.io/client to log in. Both of these links are found in the dashboard document, which you should have already read, or they can also be found in the texting Slack channel in the pinned post on top of the channel. Once you have made your account and/or signed on to Relay, let's go over how to use the program. When you sign up for a shift, or when you ask for an assignment, you will receive an email from Relay with the subject line, New Assignments. When you open the email, or you log into Relay, you will get the idea of what type of assignments you will be sending today. Again, we send assignments that will ID Texas voters on who they're voting for, and sometimes we will send assignments that will invite supporters near them to an event. Your campaign will be open for a day or two to complete, and eventually it will disappear. Don't worry about that. Our program archives texting campaigns after 4 to 7 days to make room for more text. To better help you, you should always have 3 tabs open during your session. You should have Relay open, the dashboard in case you have a question on how to respond, and the texting channel on Slack. This will help you during your session in case you have any questions. Now that we see our session, let's send our assigned voters. Typically, a session will have 500 to 800 texts, but you will only have a 10 to 15% reply rate. So don't worry, you're not going to be overwhelmed with responses. To send, it will take you about 30 minutes to complete, and then you will wait for responses. And one really important note. You must send out all introduction text before you can start responding from texts from recipients. Once you do that, you will start to receive replies. When you finally receive replies, take a moment to read over our Recommended Replies tab and our Survey tab before you get started. Look at them and read before you send any type of reply. First, let's look at the Reply tab. There are 2 types of replies: a campaign reply that are specific to the campaign you're working on, and global replies that will answer general questions like, who is Beto? Where can I get a yard sign? And how can I donate? The Survey tab is where you will mark the results of the text exchange. Some of the conversations won't yield any results, and that's okay to leave the survey response blank. To let you know, we rather have no data than bad data, so don't assume a survey response when a conversation hasn't given any. Also, the number one thing to remember is a wrong number over anything else. Even if we find a Beto supporter from a misaddressed text, we will mark wrong number in this first survey response. There is a secondary response to identify wrong number Beto supporter. When someone tells us to stop texting them or unsubscribe or never text this number again, we opt out. This is forever, and we only use it when the person is explicit and they say they want to be removed from our list. This is different from someone saying they are not supportive of Beto because we have a response for that. If they say they're not supportive, we will mark them down and we won't text them again. But we only use opt-out when the recipient lets us know they never want to receive a text. Don't argue or try to persuade, just opt out. Also, just to note, you should try to respond as soon as possible. It can be confusing for text recipients to receive your introduction text and reply to it immediately, but only to get a follow-up from you hours later. In order to respect our text recipient schedules and in compliance with federal laws, in most instances, you can only send a text between 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time. Text recipients can reply at any time, and if you're unable to reply all your texts before the assignment closes at 8, it is important for you to sign back into Relay the next day to follow up with any replies. Your number one goal of voter ID text is to respond and record. We are creating a data set to get out the vote, and we are not here to argue or persuade. If a voter requests more information, we should give it to them. But if they do not align with Beto's ideology, we thank them for sharing and have a nice day. Again, please use the texting dashboard and the texting Slack channel if there is a question on how to respond to a particular request. If you do not know, please ask. Again, we are very happy you are here. If you have a friend or supporter that would like to join the texting team, please share them with betofortexas.com/text to sign them up to get started. And again, if you have any further questions, ask it in the texting Slack channel or ask us at organizing@betofortexas.com. Thank you and have a great day.